It's that time of the year again, guys, where Spotify still decides not to pay their artists any money and instead spends millions on AI. Yay! We are going to go through my personal Spotify Wrapped today. Super fun, super vibes. Let's get into it. This year I listened to 133,436 minutes of music, which is 92 consecutive days. That is so much music, but also not enough music for me. Taste like yours can't be defined, but let's try anyway. You listened to 228 genres of music this year. My top genres, of course, this year were indie rock, pop R&B, alternative R&B, hip-hop, art pop. I thought hip-hop would be my number one genre, but indie rock also does make a lot of sense, because like Sam Fender, who I think will be number one. I think he's going to be number one across all categories, to be honest. Ooh, we're getting a music listening age. Age is just a number, so don't take this personally. Uh-oh. Hopefully it's good. My listening age is 18, which is younger than me. Since you listen to mostly new music, your taste is trending. You listen to 3,566 artists this year, but can you guess your number one? It's Arm's Length by Sam Fender. I'm guessing. That's my most streamed song of all time, I believe. I guessed it right. It was, in fact, Arm's Length by Sam Fender. I listened to that song 1,274 times this year. I think that's the most times I've listened to one of my top songs. Like last year, Yarn 101 was like 782 times, but like 1,200 times is absolute insanity. What? How did I listen to that one song that many times? And also all the other music that I listened to, however many times that was. Top songs. Arm's Length, Sam Fender. Monday by Quadeca. Nostalgia's Lie, Chin Up, Wild Long Lie, all by Sam Fender. Quadeca snuck his way in. This is, I think, the first year that Quadeca has a song in the top 5. I want to say Back Up to Earth was a few years ago, but I can't remember. But last year, I was extremely surprised that Texas Blue wasn't number one, because that was my most streamed song of the year, according to like minutes, but not number of streams. Because it's a long song, so it's like less streams. I don't know how Spotify tracks it, but that wasn't even in my top 5 at all, which was very surprising. But I'm glad to see Monday here. I'm not surprised that it's all Sam Fender songs. I'm not surprised it's all people watching songs, to be honest with you. I thought maybe All Is On My Side might slide in there, but apparently not. You listened to 98 albums this year. I don't think that's true. I listened maybe 98 like new releases. 98 albums though. I think I've listened to 98 albums last month. Top album was, of course, People Watching by Sam Fender. 11,703 minutes. This, I feel like the reason why this is so high is one, because it's Sam Fender, my favorite artist ever. Well, probably. Depending on the day. It came out in February 21st, so I've had the whole year to listen to it. So that's probably why it's as high as it is. Oh, it gave top 5 albums this year. It hasn't done that before, I don't think. Not in the last 5 years, at least, since I've downloaded Spotify. The top albums this year were People Watching, of course, by Sam Fender. Vanisher Horizon Scraper by Quadeca. To Dry a Tear by Kamari. God Does Like Ugly by JID. And After the Sun Goes Down by Khalid. People Watching is probably my album of the year, but also like you can like, I feel like, choose like based on genre too. So it's my indie rock album of the year, and then Quadeca is my alternative album of the year, and then Kamari's R&B, and JID's rap. Khalid is like dance pop. You know what I mean? Like you can have more than one favorite because you can break it down into categories. I listened to 1,042 artists this year, but these 5 were extra special. My top 5 artists this year were Kamari, Sam Fender, The Weeknd, Khalid, and Quadeca. I need to find out who the top spot is. It's Sam Fender for sure. But it says Start My Race. I'm gonna see who number 1 is at the end. March, 981 streams of People Watching. Perfect. May, Sam Fender, 703 streams. Perfect. September, 606 streams, Sam Fender. Yep. Sam Fender is my top artist. I spent 28,974 minutes with him, which makes me a top 0.001 global fan. We made a leaderboard for super fans like you. Ooh, let's see where I land on the leaderboard. You're the 266 top listener of Sam Fender globally. Oh, I thought it was just in Canada. Okay, so I'm one of Sam Fender's biggest fans, I see. Awesome, sick. My top artists in order are 1, Sam Fender, 2, Khalid, 3, Quadeca, 4, Kamari, and 5, The Weeknd. When I was making my predictions of who I thought were going to be my top 5 artists, I knew Sam Fender for sure was 1, Khalid and Quadeca interchangeable at 2 and 3. I thought for certain number 4 was going to be JID. I was thinking between Kamari and The Weeknd for who would be in my number 5 spot. I didn't think it would be Kamari and The Weeknd 4 and 5, and no JID at all. So that is very, very surprising to me, especially because like you have like Of Blue on the album, which I guess it is a longer song, so less amount of streams. But I am extremely surprised that JID isn't in the top 5 at all. All of your listening made you part of something bigger. Which club do you belong to? Ooh, this is like the personality type they did. Part of the Cloud State Society. My role is the scout. You listen to the freshest releases, always pushing your club forward. 16% of global listeners are also part of my club. My club favorites are Livy Dean, Sam Fender, Khalid, The Weeknd, Giveon, and Kamari. Ooh, it says one more thing. We pulled some of your files just in case. What does that mean? My biggest Sam Fender day was February 19th, 2025, obviously. The day you let Sam Fender turn your cue into a single endless track. From the dead of night through late evening, you spun Arm's Length by Sam Fender on repeat, sometimes for hours at a stretch, before letting a few other Fender tracks sneak in. 815 minutes, 218 plays, 3 artists. Your most single-minded day of the year, with Sam Fender owning every hour. My repeat heavy day was June 27th, 2025. The day you let Abandon Me and Bodies run the show, and then some more. Overnight, Bodies by Offset and JID set the pace with a dozen spins before sunrise, and Abandon Me by Kevin Abstract and Quadeca took over, looping for hours across every part of the day. Djibouji's country detours briefly interrupted in the cycle, but the repeats always returned. 930 minutes, 357 plays, 44 artists, your most relentless repeat day of the year. My biggest music listening day was July 25th, 2025, the day you let Quadeca turn time into a loop. From midnight through the next morning, Quadeca soundtracked nearly every hour with Dancing Without Moving looping relentlessly and No Questions Asked and Waging War never far behind. Even brief detours into indie and R&B couldn't break the spell. 1,096 minutes, 257 tracks, 27 artists, your biggest music day of the year, and a personal record for pure immersion. That is the day that Vanisher Horizons Paper came out, and it's interesting because I remember when the actual album came out, I watched the album movie on YouTube, so I don't know how I managed to also listen to that much Quadeca on Spotify. It's insane to me, because like I think I watched the movie twice, and it's like an hour and 9 minutes, so that's like 2.5 hours almost. My most nostalgic day was October 24th, 2025, the day you let Khalid and 2010's pop reruns take over. Overnight, Khalid's After the Sun Goes Down album set a gentle looping mood before a sunrise parade of childhood pop. Maroon 5, Jonas Brothers, Fall Out Boy flooded the queue. Afternoon and evening circled back to Khalid and Sam Fender with repeat spins and 2010's anthems. 593 minutes, 183 tracks, 102 artists, their most nostalgic day of the year. That is my full Wrapped. I feel like it was pretty accurate this year. The only thing that I'm still kind of confused about was JID not being in top 5. I feel like the reason why The Weeknd was here over JID was because Hurry Up Tomorrow came out so long ago, and JID's album is a newer album. It came out in August as opposed to January. So, you know, I did have a lot more time to sit with the Weeknd album. Anyway, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment. You can comment on my Spotify Wrapped, or you can talk about your own, because I love seeing other people's listening tastes. I think at the end of the year, I'm going to do like a full year recap, so that'll be fun. But that was my Spotify Wrapped. I hope you enjoyed it. Bye for now, guys.